Okay, guys. So, sorry. So now, let's begin with what is Azure. Okay, data factory here. Okay. So when you talk about the Azure data factory, whereas guys, the Azure data factory is nothing but it is one of the service provided by the Microsoft. Okay. This is basically one of the service. This is basically one of the service, and this service is provided by the Microsoft. So we can say that it's not only the service, but we can say it is a cloud service. So Azure Data Factory is a cloud service. Azure Data Factory is the cloud service. Okay. So Azure Data Factory is a cloud service which is provided by the Microsoft, to perform the job of, yes guys, to perform the job of, what is that? To perform the job of data, yes, data integration, data summarization, okay, data integration and data summarization, etc. So this is nothing but data integration and data summarization. Okay. So this is nothing but the actually the task done by the that is ADF. So whereas to perform this above jobs, the ADF requires a technique. So for that, it uses a technique called, what is that? Yes, guys, it uses the technique called, what is that? ETL, where it stands for what? ETL stands for what? Extraction, transformation, and loading. What is it? Extraction, or we can also say that it uses the technique called ETL, that is called as extraction, transformation, and loading. Whereas apart from this, it also uses the technique called what? ELT. That means what? Extraction, loading, and transformation. Whereas this is a new technique and this is an older one. Hello? Yeah, anybody want to say something?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yeah, please go ahead. Okay, so you want to say something, Ma?
No, no, nothing, nothing.
So, okay. So now, guys, ETL or ELT, where ETL stands for, what is that you have it? ETL stands for extraction.
Transformation and loading.
Yeah, extraction, transformation, and loading. Whereas this is nothing but the abbreviation of the ETL. Extraction, transformation, and what's it? Loading. Whereas when you talk about the ELT, guys, ELT is just a reverse of it. What is it? Here you have the extraction, transformation, and loading. Here you have what's it? Extraction, yes, guys, extraction, loading, and transformation. Okay, loading comes first here. So this is nothing but the just a same process. Extraction, loading, and transformation. What is it? Extraction, loading, and transformation. Extraction, loading, and transformation. So these are the things we have it. What's it? ETL and ELT. ETL and ELT, where ETL stands for extraction, transformation, and loading, and ELT stands for extraction, loading, and transformation, where this is a new technique introduced very recently, whereas this is what there since in the market since very long, that is ETL or ELT, that is ETL, whatever we say it, extraction, transformation, and loading. Whereas guys, when you talk about, okay, when you talk about, yes, ETL or ELT, when you talk about, what is that? ETL or ELT, okay, when you talk about the ETL or ELT, so guys, basically these are all the techniques used by the, yes, these are all the techniques used by the Azure data factory to perform the job of, what is the data integration and data summarization. Data integration and data summarization. And guys, whenever we talk about this ETL always require two things. What is that? The first one is nothing but the source, and the second one is nothing but we require it as a target. Just what is source? Source is nothing but, guys, it is basically a place where information is recorded. Source is nothing but what? A place where information is recorded. So, guys, we can say the first of all, it requires a source and even it requires a target. It requires a source and requires the target. Source is nothing but what? A place. Source is nothing but what? It requires a source and even it requires a target. It requires the source and it requires the target. That is nothing but the ETL. So whereas source is nothing but what? A place where you can find the data. So what is the place where you can find the data? Can you see here? This is my desktop. Can you see here? This is my desktop, everyone. This is my desktop where I'm just sharing the screen right away. So this is a desktop. I have some file is there. Can you see? We have some file here. Some files are there. So whereas these files, these files are nothing but basically, these files are nothing but basically which is kept on my desktop is called as what? Data on premises. It is called as what? Data on premises. Data on premises. Data on what is it? On premises. So anyways, so we have the data on premises. And next one, if you have the data into the Google Drive, if you have the data into what is it? Google Drive. Guys, if you have the data into Google Drive, so this is called as what? Data on cloud. It is called as what? Data on cloud. So we have two things. What is that? One is the data on premises, and next one is what? Data on cloud. What is it? Data on cloud. On premises means what? Desktop. The data is on what's it? Desktop. So whenever you have the data on the desktop, okay, the data is on the desktop, then we call it as what? Whenever you have the data on the desktop, it is called as what? On premises. Data on premises. And whenever you have the data on the Google Drive, anywhere, okay. So this is called as what? On cloud. These are the two things we have. So whereas here we apply or here we use, what is that? Here we apply and here we do, here we use. Okay. Here we apply and here we use what's it? On-premises desktop and what's it? Google Drive. These are the two things we have it. So guys, here what is it? You have it? Source and the target. That means whenever you have the data into the source, it will be either onto the on-premises or onto the Google Drive. Okay. So Google Drive is for explanation. I'm telling you that's it. So data which is kept on the drive is always called as what? Data on cloud. So to move the data from is here to move the data from one location to another location, or else from to move the data from the on-premises environment to cloud. So where you want to move it? I want to move this data right now from my desktop to what is that? Again, the Google Drive. To move this data from the desktop to the Google, Google Drive, whereas here we use the technique called what? ETL. Here we use the technique called what? ETL. So, okay, not generally onto the Google Drive, but onto the cloud environment, I can say, just for explanation purpose, I'm telling you. So here we use what is it? ETL. That is called as what? Extraction, transformation, and loading. And for this ETL, okay, we use a service in Azure that is called as what? ADF. So we can say that the ADF is used to perform the job of what is that? ETL. ADF is used to perform the job of what is that? ETL, where ETL is nothing but what? Extraction, transformation, and loading, where the ETL is used to perform the job of data summarization. What is that? Data summarization. Data summarization is nothing but data summarization is nothing but minimizing the data, minimizing the size of the data. Okay, minimizing the size of the data and making it what is that? Meaningful. So hence it is called as what? Data summarization. Hence it is called as what? Data summarization. Guys, everyone. So here you have what's it? Source, and here you have what's it? Target. So between the source and the target, we use the service called what? ETL. And ETL is a technique which is used by the service called what? ADF. So ADF stands for what? Azure Data Factory. So we can say that the Azure Data Factory is used to move the data from the on-premises environment to the cloud environment, then from non-cloud environment to the cloud, that is from the on-premises to the cloud, or between one cloud to another cloud. Suppose already is the data is there on the that is Azure. Now you wanted to move the data to the this Amazon. So whenever you wanted to move the data from one cloud environment to the another cloud environment, whenever you want to move the data from the one cloud environment to the another cloud environment, even in that case, we use what is that? Whenever you want to move the data from one cloud environment to what is that? Another cloud environment, even then we use what is that? ETL, and we use the ADF. So whereas can you see here, the ADF is used for what? So for performing the job of ETL and ELT. So whether it is between the clouds or between on-premises or cloud, whatever we have it, okay? So here, just to move the data from one location to the another and to perform the transformations and all, we use this ADF. Okay. So guys, that's it. So now for an example, now guys, for an example, I'll just give you an example here, a simple example. So guys, what exactly, how does it exactly it works? So suppose you have been to the supermarket here. You have been to the supermarket where the supermarket have the following items: item A, item B, item C, item D. These are all the items, or these are all the goods a supermarket has. Let us say something. Okay. Okay. So let us say apple. Okay. And banana. Okay. Okay. Then you have carrot. Okay. Etc. Something you have it. Okay. So now, guys, likewise, you have, guys, everyone. Likewise, you have many, okay, many items are there, or we can say many products are there. Okay. So let's just say it here. Many products are there. Whenever you have many multiple products available in the supermarket, here you have it. So guys, what is there? Whenever you have these many products available in the supermarket, what we can do is, whenever you have been to the supermarket, you will buy only those products which is required by you. Am I right or not? You don't buy all of a sudden because you want to make fruit salad. So if at all you want to make the fruit salad, you will buy only those things which is required to prepare the fruit salad. Am I right or not? So now out of all the vegetables, you will buy only those vegetables which is required or which is suitable for preparing the fruit salad. So now what happened? You have choose, let us say, out of all the seven, you have choose some three. You have choose what is it? Three. So let us say you have choose some three vegetable. That is a three fruits here. Okay. You have chosen some three fruits here. So whereas choosing only three vegetables out of all the seven, sorry, choosing any three fruits out of all the seven fruits, this is called as a process of what? Extraction. Okay, extraction. Whereas the next one you have what's a transformation. Transformation means what? Here can you have choose only three, and whereas now, guys, transformation is a process where you will perform some more summarization of the data, some more summarization of the data. That means that now you have choose only three and bought only three. That means once you bought these fruits at home, what you will do? You will start washing them, cutting them, chopping them, etc. This is all the process. This is the process where it is called as what? This is the process where it is called as what? This is the process. It's called as what? Transformation, guys. Okay, cutting, chopping, washing. Okay, All this is called as what? That is nothing but it is called as a transformation. So finally, once, okay, cutting, chopping, okay, cutting, chopping, everything is done. Finally, once everything is done, finally, what you will do? You will load the data into the target. That means finally, once it is done, cutting, chopping, you will prepare it. Now, once your fruit salad is ready, finally, what you will do? You will start eating. That's it. That means can you here. So the raw fruits you bought it, and then raw fruits you have converted into this form, and again after converting the same, you have ate ultimately. So now this is nothing but the process. So in this process, can you see here? You have three stages. What is it? Extraction. Extraction means selection of the fruits, transformation, cutting, chopping, everything is there, and finally the loading. Okay. So what is your ultimate aim? Your ultimate aim is to, what is that? That is nothing but eat. So we can say for eating all this process, we have to do it. Extraction, transformation, and finally the loading. So whereas the same type of task, we do it in ADF. Okay, that is nothing but the Azure Data Factory. The same task we do it in the Azure Data Factory. Okay, so by using the service here. Okay. Anyways, more in detail about the Azure Data Factory, how it is, where exactly it is used. We will see it on Wednesday morning at 7:30. The demo timings. So you will have a demonstration on that day. Wednesday, that is today is Saturday, no? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday morning, okay. 12th of July. 12th of July. So you have Wednesday morning, we have a demonstration. So please kindly attend. So we will see things on more detail. It was just a seminar. So we expected many people. So, but no one arrived. Might be okay, something. Okay, sometime happens like this. So directly we will meet it on Wednesday. Okay. So if you have any questions, now you can ask me.
No
Is
questions from my.
ADF batch is getting started from 11th of July, right, Samir?
No, no. That is, we have shifted to 7:30.
Okay, 7:30 and from 12th of July.
Yeah, 12th next Friday.
Okay, okay, 7:30 morning.
7:30 in the morning.
Uh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? That's it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for attending. If you have any questions, you can ask me further on this. So, okay.
Yeah, sure, Samir. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. So I'm ending up the class. Thank you. Wednesday, 12th. That is Wednesday at that is the 12th of July. 7:30 is a demonstration. Thank you.